Yo, Brofessionals are back, and this is an average Joe snowboarder review of the Korua Shapes Tranny Finder snowboard.
Anytime, so
We're rolling?
Yeah, that meant rolling. I have 5. It's not a countdown.
So the Brofessionals have been riding a bunch of the Korua Shapes over the years, but the other day we got to go up to Snow Planet. Thank you, Snow Planet. We got to go up early in the morning. It was just the 3 of us, and we got to ride every board back to back in the same conditions, which gave us a true feeling of how each board rides. Now, we are definitely 3 average Joes when it comes to snowboarding, but this is why this product review is going to give you insight into how the board rides for your average Joe snowboarder. You know, you're just your regular guy, and who wants to ride this. So the Tranny
You can't
Finder,
say tranny.
So the Tranny Finder, or the Transition Finder from Korua Shapes, comes in 2 sizes, comes in a 54 and a 57. It's pretty obviously a directional snowboard. You're running from a full camber between the feet and then a bit of kind of float or rocker in the tip here. You've definitely got quite a large amount of taper running through to this tail and crap loads of side cut running through the edge here. We're filming.
Right, yeah, I just like to start a bit early because sometimes you get bloopers.
You do.
Oh.
Wait.
Now you're going.
So the Tranny Finder for us is probably one of our biggest sellers in Korua Shapes. This thing has some secret sauce added to it. Obviously, it's directional shape, it's rocket nose, it's got a lot of characteristics that a lot of other boards have. But the magic, or the combined width of the board to give you no toe and heel overhang, allows you to really lay the board onto its edge and give you a really nice turn or a really nice carve. The other thing is that it releases really easily in and out of the turns because you've got that rocker in the nose. But with that full stiff tail, you can really set that edge, drive through that back foot, and pretty much cut a full circle if you want to. Then on the flip side, you can hit transitions, it wants to find jumps, it wants to ride switch. Don't get fooled that this board only wants to ride in one direction and carve around. The other little bit of magic sauce that I didn't mention before is the side cut. Korua Shapes magic is in their side cut. The way these boards go round corners is everything a guy has ever dreamed of that wants to surf the mountain or burn and turn. Average Joe snowboarder, how does it ride?
Yeah.
You're going to be able to lay this board and have massive confidence that it's just going to go around any corner with full hold. You're going to be able to drive a wicked full elbow dragging Euro carve, or you're going to be able to, because of the rocker in the nose, flip it fast edge to edge and get that quick carving in narrow sections through tight spaces, lots of people, stuff like that. The other great thing about this shape construction is you don't have to worry about what's in front of you terrain wise. It will dominate powder, it will dominate crud. If you're running over chopped up crud, it's just going to smash through that. This thing will just blast through any track or any trail that's been cut up in front of you. Once it's set on edge, you don't have to worry about it skipping out. Then plus with that stiff tail, you also know you've got all the stopping power you need. So if you need to power stop, if you need to quickly end that speed or scrub off speed in a hurry, this thing's got your back.
57 Tranny Finder. The edge engage is real nice. It rides quite well with the stance a little narrower.
So who is the Transition Finder for? Well, it basically comes in 2 sizes. A big one if you're a big dude, a small one if you're a smaller dude. If you just want to treat the mountain like you want to hit every little side hit transition and then just burn and turn on trail, riding fast and hard, really bearing that edge and getting a good carve, driving through the back foot. If you're the kind of guy that wants a board that'll ride trail one day, powder the next, might do a little bit of switch riding and kind of just freestyle around the place a bit, transition finder is pretty much for you. You can leave the ground with it or stay on the ground. It'll do almost anything. But it's really designed for that guy who doesn't want to do a hell of a lot of switch riding and generally rides in one direction most of the day, carving around. So something that's pretty awesome about Korua Shapes is they don't have any artwork or graphics on their board. Pretty much all of their boards are white, except for one or a few models that come with a special top sheet, but all their boards are standard white, so you buy the board that rides the way you want it to ride, not the graphic you want to select. Also, bonus, you don't need this year's one because last year's one looks the same as the year before or next year's one.